Hey there, folks. Are you tired of lip balms that leave your lips more chapped than a dried up riverbed? Then we have got a solution for you.
My name is Kobe Harris. I'm the founder and CEO of KOBEESCO, all natural, handmade, and sustainable lip balms.
I brought me the 10-pack of Kobe's lip balms.
Miss Ma'am.
So everything that we make here in-house is made by hand, making simple ingredients, and no plastic packaging.
Sharks in front of you is an assortment of KOBEESCO's products, so you too can be a part of the Kobees hive.
I love the packaging.
There's only 4 natural ingredients inside of these lip balms.
4 simple natural ingredients instead of a whole chemical plant.
I love this Kobe's chapstick because you know what ingredients are in the chapstick.
I was doing everything in my college dorm rooms. I had a small amount of ingredients, like the beeswaxes and oils and butters to kind of mix around. And then I was using pipettes to fill everything up one by one. As we've grown a little bit, I've tried to keep those same values of keeping everything by hand.
I love his products, and I often text him like, hey, idea.
So trying to do things, one balm at a time, instead of trying to think of the big picture right away, that you can really take small steps to kind of create something big. So it wasn't like some grand vision at the beginning. It wasn't like I wanted to go out and build like this huge business. Really, I just had a curiosity to try something a little bit different. I started the company in 2019-ish. I wanted to make like a lip balm or a lotion. A couple of my friends were in my dorm and they were like, if you do something with this, like you should call it like Kobees. And I was like, this is the coolest name ever. It was on like Adobe. It was designing like little logos and labels. Fast forward like a month, I moved out here to Vegas for my freshman year summer. I started working at the Aria as a lifeguard. Went on Amazon and researched like 30 to 40 different lip balm chapstick brands. Bought a ton of them, saw the ingredients that they were putting in them, the packaging they were using, but ended up just like going to find as many of those raw ingredients as I could. I spent better part of that whole summer going back and forth from lifeguarding during the day and then coming back at night and mixing up and whipping up a couple different formulas of the lip balm so I could take it back up to the pool. So it was like in like 2 weeks before school, we had made like 15K in one day, and I thought it was nuts. Like, it was the craziest thing ever. And then I went onto the campus portal and exited out of all of my classes and just told them I was going to be doing school online, and was really just in the basement of my dad's house making lip balms and salves all day.
Let's make some chapstick.
So before I started Kobees, I was thinking about trying to become a doctor. From like sophomore year to senior year, I was always really, really intrigued in science. So like biology, chemistry, anatomy was one of my favorite classes.
So he was studying really, really hard to be a doctor. And so when he came to me with an idea one day that he wanted to try something different, and he was thinking about lip balm, I was like, okay, well, that's interesting.
I told her she has always been an entrepreneur herself as well. She had like a hair nail salon, and one of the things that she said is she wished she was able to fully commit to doing the business that she was doing, but she kind of had to like stop and shut it down because she had to move around. Obviously she had us, and she said she never felt like she really gave that business like a true chance to grow, and I never really wanted to feel that way. So I figured I needed to give myself the time and space to be able to make the product that I wanted and kind of fully commit to something that I was interested in at the time.
Are you still using stuff like this? Plastic lip balm? Get rid of it. Everything is made by me, using my own 2 hands. We only use simple, easy to understand, high quality ingredients in our lip balms.
I actually was pretty excited. So I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I know how challenging, how difficult it can be, but also how rewarding it can be. So I wanted him to have that experience of being able to create something on his own, be able to invest his own ideas, being able to see something that he worked very hard on that came to fruition.
Her giving me the confidence to be able to do the things that I wanted to set out and go and do was huge.
Kobe's mindset has always been laser focused. He has always been pretty intense about everything that he does. He's a very smart individual. He's very dedicated. So there was no doubt that he was going to be able to make something out of whatever it is that he decided to do. And this business has really pushed him to meet people that I don't think he would have ever met before. It's also pushed him to be a better version of himself and a better version of other people.
He is like legendary in the Path Ahead world. I feel very thankful that, I got to be his mentor. Path Ahead Ventures is the program for founders of color in the outdoor space. He was very proactive in kind of taking use of all the resources available. But what really struck me about Kobe was that he was very bottom line focused. From like a $5 lip balm, he's like generated millions of dollars per year. And that is just unbelievable to me. I've been giving a lot of Kobe's lip balms as gifts. Every time I give it, I'd be like, oh yeah, this is from Kobe. He was, in the REI Path Ahead Ventures program. And, he was on Shark Tank and he was like so good. Mark Cuban was clapping and they'll be like, what?
Sharks, let's talk about lips. We all have them, we all use them, but are we treating them right? That's why I created KOBEESCO, 100% natural, handmade, and sustainable lip balms that don't just lock in moisture, they lock in trust and transparency. Shark Tank was a very, very cool experience. Being able to be in front of seasoned entrepreneurs that you look up to and have watched for a long time is also really, really impactful. We got 10 different flavors. I did start off with like a traditional size lip balm tube, but since I wanted to be compostable, you have to be able to push it up because there's no twist function.
Yeah,
finger up there.
Smart.
I feel like you're confident enough to pitch and know exactly what you're doing and what your business has become to people who have been in business for maybe 30, 40, 50 plus years. It's a really, really cool experience. They're hammering you with questions the entire time. They're asking about your numbers. How did you get started?
What are you going to make this year?
So I think we'll finish the year with around $3.5, $4 million.
What are you going to make on that after you pay yourself and all your employees?
I think we'll net about $700,000 to $800,000. The person that did give me an offer was Kevin. I went in asking for $300K for 6% of the company.
I'll make you an offer. I'll give you the $300,000 for 20%.
So he came back with asking for like $300K for like 20%. I ended up saying something along the lines of, $300,000 for 20% is $1.5 million. We'll end the year doing almost having netting $700,000 to $800,000. So you're only about 2 times that. And you're saying the only thing that I'm going to be really using the money for is pouring it on marketing. So why can I not go get a loan for $300,000, spend it on marketing, and then
absolutely.
Just between you and I, that's my deal. You don't have to take it, Kobe. Make a decision.
I'm not going to give up 20% of my company today.
If I stay at 300, you won't meet in the middle between 10 and 20. That's 15.
I won't do that. And that clip has gotten replayed a ton on Instagram. And one of the clips on Instagram got like over 80 million views. I got like 5-6 million likes. It was just that clip farm of me like turning down Kevin, and it was the funniest thing ever. So I was confident with what I was doing and what I was building that was going to be fine later down the line, but it all ended up working out in the end. And I feel like it's just like a good, confidence booster as well to kind of go pitch to seasoned entrepreneurs and pros and kind of know exactly what your business stands for, exactly what your numbers are, and how to have that vision for where that business is going to grow in general. I think that's really, really helpful, not in just the sense of like a monetary thing that you get sales, but more of a confidence thing of seeing like we've done the right things to get to where we are today, and that's going to propel us to kind of continue into the future.
I just really admire the way that he just knew his product really well, what kind of value he offered, the fact that he took it seriously enough to kind of go all in was what was impressive. And I could tell that he was always trying to improve the process. A lot of people have good ideas, but in the end, it's the process that makes the business go further.
So this is the Kobe's warehouse. So I try to make everything feel like it's trying to flow in somewhat of like a circle. A lot of our raw ingredients are down here, like our coconut oil, shea butters, sunflower seed oils, some of our rose hip oils. This is gonna be the most important section, I would say, in the warehouse. We do a lot of product development testing up here. So like in these big boxes here, we have beeswax for like 50 pounds a box. So we wanted to keep it so as it comes in, it moves up into the warehouse and then all the way around as well too. The base of the lip balm is melted in this big vat right here. I think it's about 20 gallons. And it can melt down anywhere from 10 to 15,000 tubes worth of chapstick at a time. And then once the products are actually made, they'll get capped, they'll get taken down this way, they'll go to a machine like this, which I actually found in a YouTube video from a company in California called Architect Packaging. Before, we'd had just like 5 or 6 people sitting in a circle, putting on labels one by one. The conveyor belt will roll, you'll set a balm down here, and it'll go under this machine and get labeled automatically. So instead of doing 200 an hour as one person, this thing can do maybe 1,500 an hour. David is the man of the labeling machine. He's the master. He understands how to fix it if things go wrong. They'll get stored here. They'll get stored some of the personal care products, some of the balm. There's a shipping station on this side, there's a shipping station on that side. So it just kind of works in like a circle. So there's not a lot of wasted movement. That's the idea.
I think what sets Kobe apart from different brands is that everything is handmade. It takes a lot of practice, and we really do care about the environment and our practices.
I try to formulate everything that's really, really simple, effective, and long lasting. So we use 100% like active ingredients in all of our products. Beeswax is just a really strong personal care and skincare ingredient. One, because it's all natural and it's breathable. So something about like petroleums and like chemical fillers is that they don't allow the skin barrier to breathe. Whereas when you put on beeswax, it's like this breathable barrier.
I had a split lip just like a day or two ago, and this stuff healed my lips because it's getting a little bit cold and my lips are starting to get dry.
You know who came to the rescue? My homie. Homie Kobe!
These are the most adorable mini little 100% beeswax little chapsticks from Kobe.
Plastic packaging, thousands of ingredients, no more. If you're tired of it too, you need to switch to Kobe's lip balm.
You can read it on the side of the label and you're not going to look at the ingredient and be like, I don't know what that is. It's a beeswax, sunflower seed oil, coconut oil, mango butter, and flavor oils.
These are really cool chapsticks and they feel so good on the lips.
Our base 4 ingredients usually with our lip balms are beeswax, coconut oil, sunflower seed oil, and mango butter. With Kobe's, we don't want to try to add like any chemicals or parabens. We want people to know that these ingredients are safe. They know where they're being sourced from, they know how they're being harvested, and they know the actual benefits to the ingredients that they're putting on their skin. So I started this chapstick lip balm brand. It's called KOBEESCO. I am a huge outdoors man. I love to snowboard, surf, ice climb, mountain climb, and it's kind of a feeling that's hard to describe, but it feels amazing every time that I look at it. One of the main reasons I started Kobe's or got the inspiration to do what I'm doing is when I'm hiking around or doing my snowboarding or surfing or walking on the beach is that I'll see a lot of trash and like in different places. It ruins the look of like the environment. We want to leave the planet a better place than when we found it or when we started making products that go into the world as well too.
Sante sana hakuna matata. Environment friendly, especially Kilimanjaro. Kobe is great.
When we think about the values as a company in regards to the environment, I think it's really, really important to think about as a business putting out things that the end consumer is not always going to be responsible for. I want to be, as a business as a whole, as somebody who wants to build make sustainable products, use sustainable packaging, use sustainable ingredients, is that we try to lessen the burden onto that end consumer, which is why we try to use one, sustainably sourced ingredients, and then no plastic in any of our products as well too.
You know, Kobe's lip balms are in cardboard. I love skincare products and I get appalled by how much plastic there is.
When you are done with your Kobe's, what do you do? First thing you're gonna do, the only thing that's not compostable about the Kobe's tube is a label. There's a part at the bottom that you push up with your finger. You're gonna pop that out, take it out back, plant it with some of your plants in the backyard. Over the course of, 3 to 6 months, it should break down nicely. Just keep it in there and you are good to go. So we're thinking about, as a business, how we can make our products more sustainable. How can we manufacture more sustainably? How can we cut down on plastic and waste in our warehouse? And then also, how can we cut down on waste in the environment through the products that we sell, so it's not left on like you and me to try to figure out how to clean that up and where that comes from. As a company, as we want to grow, I want to start doing initiatives that will allow us to be more sustainable in the future. We have the idea of the Kobe's 50, where we'll go around and give beeswax to local beekeepers. We'll have a direct line with the beekeepers, so we know, where it's harvested, how the bees are treated, how it's sourced and shipped, and who is actually behind that process. I think that's another huge thing as well too. I want Kobe's to be like a full service personal care brand. So right now our main products are like the lip balm, we have like the hand salve, we have a couple different types of scrubs, anything that can be made with really, really natural ingredients. So like lotions, hair care products, skin care products, body care products, even products like in your home, like detergents and dishwasher soaps and laundry detergents. And we're not just thinking about how we can grow and sell the next product, we're also thinking about how that next product is going to affect, not only the business as a whole, but the people that it's going to be touching when it goes out.
I mean, I'm not the only one who's a big fan of Kobe's. Several people said this is just Kobe's first business, and he is just going to build businesses that are going to have a lot bigger impact.
What he's built has not only allowed him to sustain his goals and be able to achieve some of the things that he wants to achieve, but it's also allowed the people around him to be able to do the same. So I think that's what makes me most proud. I think that what makes me I'm glad that we all support Kobe, not just myself, but our entire family supports Kobe, and whatever it is that he wants to do, it just happens to be Kobe's.
I look towards the future and I look to where I see the potential in something like this and the potential in something the way it built. And I'm really, really excited to get to like that next point or that future point. But I think that future point is always going to keep changing. It's always going to keep moving and expanding. So trying to do things, one balm at a time, you can really take small steps to kind of create something big. I would say I would want people to know that they can bet on themselves and bet on their ideas and, make something that not only impacts themselves, but impacts the other people around them as well too.